Each week on Eagle Radio, we take you under the helmet, where the spotlight shifts from the scoreboard to the story. Conversations with Blue Dragons about football, life, and the journey between. Under the Helmet is brought to you by J-Chem Catalyst. Discover the difference.
Pleased to be joined by Nolan-Cook, starting left tackle for the Blue Dragons on this week's Under the Helmet, brought to you by J-Chem Catalyst. All right, Dylan, first off, thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, you're in your first year here in Hutchinson. You're a transfer from Arizona Christian University. I'll let you tell our listeners a little bit about ACU and where it's located and all that.
Yeah, so it's an NAIA program in Glendale, Arizona. I really enjoyed the school based on faith, heavily in faith. But football was just not getting it done for me, and I wasn't having fun. I was losing the love, so I decided to take a different step and come here to Hutch.
Now walk me through that journey from Glendale, Arizona here to Hutchinson, Kansas. How you ended up here?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So one of our teammates here at Hutch, Andrew Trapp, he asked me to come to dinner one night because he was going to tell me that he was transferring to Hutch. And at first I was kind of like, whoa, dude, what are you doing? But then he asked me if I wanted to go to the national championship game. I ended up going out the next week and talked to Coach K, got the offer, and I knew immediately that it was the best thing that I was going to do.
You mentioned Coach K, Coach Tony Coling, the offense coordinator, also the offensive line coach. What's it been like learning under him?
It's been amazing. I have gotten so much better since I got here, taking unbelievable strides because of how he's having me do things here, and it's made me a lot better as a football player.
Talk about this offense as a whole. What's it like, being the left tackle and protecting Christian Johnson in the pocket, and also just the running back room as well? There's a lot of weight on the shoulders knowing that I'm the guy that blocks the blind side, but I think having Christian back there, being confident in me to get my job done, makes it a lot easier for me. The running backs here are unbelievable. We have, 7 of them that are freaky at that position, and it's unbelievable to watch those guys run every week at practice and in games. When people think about offenses, they usually think about, the quote-unquote sexy positions, the quarterback, the running back, wide receivers, but, none of those big explosive plays happen without the offensive line.
Correct. I give a lot of praise to everyone else on the offense, but a lot of it has to do with the offensive line. We bust our butts every play to make sure that those guys are able to make those plays, and they know that. They appreciate that a lot, which is cool.
Some of those guys, we don't talk a lot about on the broadcast, but there are a lot of, big plays because of the offensive line. Who are some of those other guys? I'll let you brag about some of the other offensive linemen in that room.
Rashad Smith, that guy likes to hurt people. Mason, he's a vet. He loves to be here. He's a guy that everybody kind of stays around because he knows he's been here for so long. He knows what he's doing. Dylan Johnson, that guy, again, likes to hurt people. Our 2 guards, man. And then Gus is very tech savvy. He loves to use his technique to beat people, and it's awesome to see it all happen.
Who are you closest with off the field? Who do you like to hang out with, maybe in the dorms or just around town? Who are some guys that you hang out with from the offensive line?
I think Rashad is in my room a lot. Mason, I'm hanging out with him, barbecuing with him a lot. Leon Brigham is around a lot, and yeah, those are the 3 that mainly I'm around the most. So,
all right, you mentioned barbecuing. What do you like to cook?
We cook pig shots out there, and it's bacon, sausage, cream cheese. It's unbelievable. That's good stuff out there.
All right, time to take a break. More with Nolan-Cook coming up next.
J-Chem Catalyst is where innovation meets community. As a leading manufacturer of advanced chemical solutions, they power industries across the nation while keeping their roots firmly planted at home. With a focus on growth and forward-thinking solutions, J-Chem Catalyst helps industries thrive today and prepares them for tomorrow. From supporting local families and businesses to investing in a brighter future, J-Chem Catalyst is dedicated to progress with purpose. They're building stronger industries and a stronger community. J-Chem Catalyst, where innovation meets heart. Discover the difference at jchemcatalyst.com.
Welcome back to Under the Helmet, brought to you by J-Chem Catalyst, as we continue our chat with sophomore left tackle Nolan-Cook. All right, let's learn more about Nolan-Cook, the person. You're 6'6", you're right around 300 pounds. Where did that size come from?
I couldn't tell you. I'm going to be honest. Dad's only 6'1", Mom's only 5'7", and it's still a question to this day where it all came from. So,
I'll let you talk about your family now. Who is back home supporting you?
Little brother is my biggest fan. We've been really close since day one. Mom,
grandparents on mom's side, dad, stepmom. They're always calling me, making sure that I'm doing good out here, supporting me, wanting the best for me.
You mentioned a little brother. Is he actually smaller than you, or what's his size?
I'm scared that he's going to catch me. He's real close. He's about 6'5", 270 pounds. He's a big boy. He's only 16 years old, so yeah.
All right, you're originally from Scottsdale, Arizona. What was it like growing up just outside of Phoenix?
It's awesome. I love Scottsdale. Very underrated place because of how hot it is there, but I have so many memories, so many friends from Scottsdale that I will have for the rest of my life.
A lot of people, when they think of Scottsdale or just the Phoenix area, obviously the heat, but another thing is golfing. A lot of great golf courses down there. Are you a golfer?
I dabble. I do it from time to time. Really want to go to TPC and see what that's like, but I don't have the $400 to go pay for that. So.
Okay, because of that heat down there in Scottsdale and just in Arizona in general, everybody talks about that being a dry heat. You've now lived in both Hutchinson, Kansas, and also Glendale, Scottsdale, all the Phoenix area right there. Now that you've lived in both, which is hotter?
I'm still going to say Arizona. It's just, I know it's humid here, but it is so unbelievably hot at home during the summer. Our first high school game my senior year got delayed an hour and a half because it was 114 degrees in September. So,
one thing you don't have much of down there is the wind like you have here, though.
Correct. Yeah, that is correct. It's always just beaming.
All right, you gave up football after your freshman year of high school. Talk to me a little bit about that, and then what got you back out on the gridiron?
So we went 0-7 my freshman year, and it really brought me to a low point to where I didn't know if I wanted to do that anymore. Luckily, right coming back to school after that freshman summer, I saw some of my best friends that were playing football, and it hurt that I was not out there with them. They convinced me to come back and play again, and I think that was the biggest blessing I've had in my life, is being told by a higher power to go back out there and do my thing.
You're a really good baseball player as well. What made you choose to continue your football playing career?
I think the longevity is going to be in football, not baseball. It takes a long time to take baseball to the next level, but I know with my skill set and size physically, I have a really good chance of playing for a long time for football. So,
all right, because it is October now, Major League Baseball postseason underway, and because you're a big baseball guy, who's your pick to win the World Series this year?
Give me the Mariners.
I like that. All right, as a sophomore at Horizon High School, your Huskies team won the Class 5A state championship. What was that like?
That was crazy. We played against a really tough South Point Catholic team, had a 5-star edge rusher, and we had to really prepare going into that week. But with our coach, Andy Litton, he took the game to another level coaching us. So we were prepared for that game. We had no problems going into that game. Everyone was ready to go, and we went in and did our job.
All right, what is Dylan Nolan-Cook like off the field? You mentioned the barbecuing. What else do you like to do outside of football?
I'm a pretty boring guy. It's usually in the dorm, watching movies, playing games, or if I'm just trying to go do something, I'll drive around, go to Walmart or something, just to have something to do.
All right, lastly, I know you've got the Arizona license plate on your back plate. Talk a little bit about that.
Mom actually surprised me with it when they came to the New Mexico military game. I had an old one that I didn't really like, and Mom knew that I needed a new one. So she saw this one at Dick's, brought it along, and I love it. I always have it showing.
That's awesome. Dylan, appreciate your time. Best of luck the rest of your year.
Thank you.
Again, that was sophomore left tackle Dylan Nolan-Cook joining us for this week's Under the Helmet, brought to you by J-Cam Catalyst. More halftime coverage coming up next on the Blue Dragon Radio Network.
Thanks for joining us Under the Helmet, brought to you by J-Cam Catalyst. Stay with us. More halftime coverage is coming up next on your Eagle radio stations.